This is KB and welcome to the AfterLife server where we were supposed to start this episode at the Winter Village because it's the season for that. But unfortunately, I died 3 times already and I lost all my stuff. Twice I died because of my stupid internet and the other death was because of a piglin while I was distracted and I don't have any armor on. So at least the third time I didn't lose all my stuff. This is what I got at the moment. I've got my elytra, at least I had backup. I've got some diamond boots, which should be fully geared up. And I'm working on the leggings and the helmet at the moment. I just need to go enchant that. We'll go to my villagers to do that. And then Miss 8-Bit helped me put together some weapons, and she named them, tools rather. We've got Dangerous, Alone. What was that reference again? I don't remember. We've got the Godfather 2 pickaxe, we've got a generic shovel, that was my naming, and then we have the Goodfellas axe. I need to make a good bow still. So that's what I'm doing now. So instead of having an intro over at the Winter Village, we are over here at my base trying to get my gear back. And no, I'm not angry about it. I'm not turning psycho. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna kill everyone else on the server because I'm angry. No, I won't do that. Oh, I just need to breathe through this, get my gear back. I'm not gonna make... What's the new tools called? No, I can't even remember. Netherite tools. I'm not gonna make those because I do not care. At this point of the season, I do not care. Let's go ahead. What do I have? We've got protection, we've got unbreaking. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you with this. Let me fix up my gear. And then we'll head over to the Winter Village, because I want to see said Miss 8-Bit. So I want to hire her to do some interior. Finally, I have re-geared and everything is up and running. Some of the stuff isn't the greatest, but it's good enough to wrap up this season with. And I thought before we meet with Miss 8-Bit on hiring her for a project, let's go have a look at what everyone else has done over at the Winter Village. There's been some decorative details added. I wonder if there's any extra builds over there. Let's go check it out. As I enter the Winter Village, the first thing I notice is the little... Wait. I didn't even know it's chickens. A chicken sleigh! That is a beautiful chicken sleigh. I do think I know who did that, but I'm not gonna take any great guesses. Next thing I'm noticing is a bunch of these ice trees. Now, I'm not sure who built what. This may be Blonde Skunk's work, because I know he mentioned something about it. But there was also mentions of other people that maybe messed with that. I can see the paths have been extended with nice lampposts. This is a skunk lamppost if I've seen one. Things are snowing up a little bit, but I know Skunk has plans to add some carpeted lighting here and there to clean up snow a little bit. And then, oh, those are, is it Chinese lanterns? If I'm wrong, please tell me. I think those are Chinese lanterns with our lovely Christmas tree. Oh, iced over river coming through with pumpkins and melons. Okay, a cute little bridge. I hope this is not spoilers. It shouldn't be by the time my video posts. I know Miss 8-Bit herself built a little bit of a marketplace here in the middle. This is lovely. This is lovely. Just a small touch, nothing fancy, but it adds some character and some details to the place. I do think some things will be happening on this side. But there are plans. People are working. The Afterlife has plans for the Winter Village. I'm so happy we came back to this one. But I do believe it is time to get to this actual meeting about the tavern. I need some help with interiors with the tavern, so let's hire an expert.
Hey, KB.
Hello.
This is looking nice. Did you build this?
Ooh, yes. Welcome to Tavern 2.0. I'm building a lot of taverns. Anyway, this was a design that was on creative for probably a year now, and I finally found the place where it should go, and then we just added some Christmas decor to it so that it fits in.
I love it. I love the yeah, it looks obviously a bit different in my texture pack
Oh
because
yes, oh
I've
yeah.
got like they're sort of red leaves, but it still looks really cool. I like the way that you've hung like the glazed terracotta off of chains. That looks really nice.
That is inspired by Mr. Skunk and his Christmas tree.
Yes, of course. The Christmas tree that I woke up in the other day because someone moved my pig there.
So this is all nice and good. We've got a gingerbread-looking tavern.
Yeah.
The problem is on the inside. If you take a look,
Oh dear.
there is no inside.
I was gonna say what inside.
So
oh dear.
what I was wondering, you remember a while back, we did some business and you gave me some IOUs.
Oh yes, I do remember this. I thought this was gonna come and bite me eventually.
What I was wondering is, could I claim all of them and have you decorate the inside of this tavern?
I think so, KB. I mean, looking at the space in here, this has got quite a lot of potential actually because it's so big and open. Did you have any particular ideas about what you want?
I do have some thoughts. So what I want in this space is a nice cozy tavern where you can come hang out in the cold, blizzardy, I almost said Halloween, Christmassy season things. We just wrapped up crazy Halloween stuff, so my brain is still over there.
Oh gosh, I spent so long in the Halloween town, my brain was like fried.
The nightmare of Halloween. At the top though, so as you know, I'm part of the mafia, and I would like
Indeed.
to have a grand table where we can come have meetings on our winter holidays.
Okay, yeah, so like a big kind of a bit like what I did in the Halloween mansion, like a big dining table. Did you want like a fireplace or something?
What I would like is a very, 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 very large chair for myself.
So like Game of Thrones kind of
Yes.
style.
The Dawn
Yeah.
needs a grand chair.
Right, okay, I think I can probably manage that. So chair, table, okay, and then like I guess like a bar down here as well.
Yes, that would be perfect.
Cool, okay,
And
I
then-
think I can,
Create the freedom so you can do what you will.
cool. All right, KB, I'll get on it.
Yeah, sounds good. I will check in when you're done. While we wait for the interior of the tavern to get done, I thought we'd take a break from the Winter Village and come back to the shopping district, over to Nessa's rocket shop. And when I made this design, it was kind of close to the start of the season, and I put it together and I was pretty happy with it, but staring at it and playing the season, I started realizing it's pretty basic, it's pretty square, and I do want to come over here now and do some upgrades. It's gonna be tiny upgrades just to improve the look of the build a little bit. So let's have a look at what we have now. This is the current interior. Now, above this ceiling, in case there is anyone that does not know, there is another floor. A floor that I've never used for anything. This needs to go away. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the ceiling. We're gonna have a taller interior. Let me just get back in here. And have a taller interior inside, which is gonna make it feel a little bit bigger, and then we're gonna tweak the design on the inside a little bit, because we're gonna change the structure of the build itself on the outside a little bit. As I say, nothing major. Let's go into a time lapse and do some upgrades on Nessa's rocket shop. So as you can see, we didn't really do anything crazy to the build. We just rounded out the edges a little bit, added bone block detail in between just to break colors a little bit, and then on top we have some decorative details that Mr. Blondskunk himself added to the build, and this turned out pretty good. Only weird thing is daylight sensors will flip the trapdoors up. That's not a problem. That's fine. Definitely helps to curve it a little bit, doesn't look that square. Now the inside we didn't go fancy at all, but we did take out the ceiling that was in here, which gives it more height, and now this place feels a little bit different. And we have more barrels at the back there now, and the roof I didn't go too crazy with it. I should replace those torches. Do I? No, I don't. I'm gonna keep the torches. Don't really need to replace that. I do need to restock though. That is one thing we do need to do, but it's still making diamonds. Rocket Shop is still making diamonds. Definitely my most profitable shop, but that will do it for upgrading and tweaking Nessa's Rocket Shop. I came back over to my base because I don't think the tavern's interior will be done in time because I need to wrap up this episode soon. So I thought we'd come over here and continue working on wrapping up some of my projects because I want to make sure that I have everything finished by the end of the season. I don't want to have loose ends as we wrap up the season. And one of the loose ends that we need to wrap up is the honey farm. In case you did not know, it's right down here. Now, as you can see, I never decorated any of the walls, and right up top here, I do need to build something that you can see there's something down here. Don't know what that will be, but for the inside, I did build this little encasing thing I want to do, whatever the right word is for it. So I want to enclose it like that. In the middle, we'll do some glowstone stuff, and most likely over here, we'll do some of the honeycomb, which will be on this side as well. Something like that. I've no specific plan for this. Let's just time-lapse it and see how it turns out. Unfortunately, I kind of messed up this replay because what I did was I had to pause right in the middle of it because I needed some more resources, and then I never unpaused it. At least you saw bits of it, and now I can go down here and do a final reveal of the inside. And I did nothing super fancy. I do believe there's one or two more details I could add. This is how it turned out. A very clean interior. Experimental interior. One thing I do need to check is light levels, because most likely I did make some spawn spots. Did I not? Maybe I didn't. Maybe all is fine. That would be so cool. I need to go up top as well and see if there's any spawnable spots. I don't think I have any spawnable spots, but there we go. A very basic, super simple, that's the word, design on the inside. I could close that up. I probably won't because the redstone at the back. I like it. I do like it. And that is a nice way to wrap up the interior for this here honey farm. I just need something up top. And there we have the entrance. Nothing fancy, just something that fits in with my designs, but that is clearly different so that it kind of gets your attention. I did have the honeycomb blocks in the design, but it just doesn't fit my style, so it didn't make sense. And now, when you go down into the place, it's also decorated, and it's perfect. That does mean that is all the time I have for this episode. At least we redid the rocket shop, and we upgraded this honey farm with some decorative walls and things, and we're still waiting for Miss 8-Bit to finish up the interior decoration for our tavern. We'll check that out next week. That's going to have to do it for this episode, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.